It happened when the great mage had defeated Dremagor, the monstrous leader of the Dremers. Grave news arrived at the moment of the most glorious triumph. While he was away, one of his colleagues had cast the spell of unity and became the master of Ardania. Other mages and even gods had to leave their homeworld. Death, or a fate even worse than death, awaited those who had the courage to stay and fight the United One. And the great mage was too far away to help them. But he did not lose his spirit. Traveling through the worlds, he encountered the Planestriders, the remnants of long-lost power. The great mage won their hearts by his immense wisdom and kindness, and became their new leader. Through the shards of worlds that were torn apart by the Dremers, he leads his new army back home. To the world that was stolen from him. To Ardania.
Welcome, guys. Welcome. I thought we'd actually go back to an oldie but a goldie. Good old Warlock 2. I haven't played this for a long, long time. So we're going to be just delving into this game again, which has been one of my favourites for a long time, but I haven't played it for years. So I'm looking forward to getting into it. It says it's only about 11, 12 years old, but I think it's even older than that. It's sort of funny. The background of the history, of course, comes from the again all the way back from what's it called? It was stemmed off Master of Magic, and then it became Ardania. It essentially was the Majesty from the world of Majesty, is where this one sort of then stems from, and so which is again back in the 90s, I think. Majesty was sort of first came out, where it's like a kingdom builder, and so this then follows on. They've got the same voice actor for this one as what they did way back there, who sort of emulates like a Sean Connery voice, which it's pretty awesome. Anyway, I'm going to go and it's been a long time since I've played it. I think what I should do is actually go through the how you can play it the way I play it, because the actual base game actually does say 2014 down there. There we are. So the base game itself is not that great. Like it's sort of it's one of these games where it was sort of rushed out. It had like really good aspects, but then it just was not polished very well. And before it was actually then released, and so so Paradox Interactive is the publisher of the game, but Co or something, I think, was the actual developer, and it seems as though it was just rushed out at the end, which is a bit of a shame. So modding is critical. There were a fair few DLCs, but the main mod that we're going to be using is one called the Renaissance mod in through here by a modder called Chumley, who is still actually making changes to it even now. So, and that's been out for about 10 years. This particular mod, I think it's coming up for 10 years in a month or two, so it's been like an essential part of the game ever since then. But really, to make use of the Renaissance mod, you do need to have the DLCs. So you need to have essentially most of the DLCs. So if you're interested, I can sort of deviate back out and sort of show that aspect. I think we're up and running. I'll just double check everything. Got green lights everywhere. I'll just have a quick look. I might show this now, actually, just so we've got it at the start. If someone's watching this as a recording on YouTube and you're interested, then at least it'll be where it should be. Just go back into... Sorry, just find where I've got everything. Nope, doesn't want to do that. Come on, game, play with me, please. Go to that one. No, that's not it. Here we go. Just go to Steam and show you where it actually is. So we go to Warlock 2. So if we go to Warlock, it's not Project Warlock, it's Warlock 2 The Exiled. $7 at the moment. Is that on special? It says mixed because the actual game, that's about right. It's a pretty shitty build, to be honest, as a base game. And so, it did come out in the 10th of April 2014, so it's been around for a little while. It's at the moment, it's 75% off. Look, that's pretty damn good. Like the bundle info for Warlock 2, $30. It's getting up there, and you do need a lot of these You need a lot of the DLC to actually then have it sort of play. It's 50% off for most of the DLC, I guess, at this stage. I'm surprised that Wrath of the Nagas is still, $21 as a base game. But that's one of the ones that is required. If we just go back into the... where is it? I'm losing track of where things actually are. Community Hub, there it is. In the Community Hub, if you do, like you can see there, the Renaissance mod sort of highlights itself pretty much there, but it'll be in the workshop. It should be the number one element, or one of the number one elements from the workshop. So the Renaissance mod is here, 5 stars, which is actually incredible for a mod. But I do love this this mod. It really, like you can see there, someone was sort of saying that the next best thing to Warlock 3, and it really is. Like there's it takes a little bit to get it to run. So you do need DLC to use this item. So this is a DLC that you require. Wrath of the Nagas, which is the expensive DLC. Then you've got the thrilling trio. The good, the bad, and the ugly. I think it is the 3 mighty mages and Warlock spectacular spells. So it gives you the list of DLC that are required for it. It adds a lot of content to the game. Like it's actually incredible. Like what this one actually does bring. There is extra stuff. By installing the optional Renaissance mod bonus pack, you'll enable additional game changes that couldn't be added to the mod directly. And so it's fairly simple, but you do need to download an external file to then run into over the top of your existing install of Warlock 2. Warlock 2 is no longer in development, but what this one does is it just changes some of the actual base game stuff so that the mod can be even more effective. And I do highly recommend that you download that and then go and install that as well. So for me, I wouldn't even be thinking about playing this without the Renaissance mod, and that little addition there. By downloading this one, this is fairly important to go and grab that one there. It says version 2.0. I'm not sure when that one was actually made, but I don't think that's been updated for a while. Anyway, let's get into it. So we'll just go back to the actual base game itself, or to the game, and start playing. Sorry guys, I just got to get rid of a yes. Spam. Yeah. Okay. Sorry about that. I had a spammer in Twitch who is now gone. So we'll go back to the actual game itself. Now in Twitch, I don't know if can't remember if you can name the characters or the units. If we can, then I will actually allow DasDemption, but I don't know if we can. I've got a funny feeling we can't. So we're going to go into a single player game, and I've sort of forgotten how to play this game. There's mod campaigns, maps, etc. But we'll just go into new game. Now there's different ways of playing the game, and so we have to sort of even just choosing this one is actually it's fairly important to pick the right sort of mode. So the sandbox mode is a game in which you compete with the AI and other players for dominance on the large world of Ardania. So everyone starts on Ardania. The exiled mode is a campaign during which you travel through different worlds towards your goal, return to Ardania and defeat the United One. Then we've got Battle for the Outplanes mode. So this one is a game mode in which you compete with the AI or other players for dominance over the Outworld shards, all except for Ardania. And then a clear threat is a campaign during which you travel through different worlds towards your goal. Find the source of the new threat and deal with it once and for all. This is I do like sandbox mode. I actually like the others as well, but I'll play sandbox where everyone starts in the same on Ardania, and then the shards then become additional little areas that we can then to move off. Hi Hyperventilator, saying, oh boy, there's been a while. I played a lot of the game back in the day. Yeah, I'm sort of hoping that I'm not going to be too rusty, so I don't want it to be too difficult for me. It can be a hard game. Alright, so anyway, we're going to be playing sandbox mode. I know I've got to turn some of these things off. I'm going to keep Capture the Holy Grounds on. I'm going to turn off Cast the Unity spell. I'm going to turn off Defeat an Avatar, but leave on Defeat the Great Mages. So I'll leave that one on. So defeating an Avatar or casting the Unity spell, These are difficult if you have any sort of difficulty at all in the game, because the AI can get there before you quite easily. So I turn those ones off from memory. The hyperventilator thing, I can relate. I would have to learn it all over. Yeah, we may be restarting. I'll just warn you with that one. Dracula is then saying, oldie but a goodie. Us old guys, I love our classics. Yes, this is a great game. Now, the other things we can do in this particular screen, we've got the monster lair spawn rate. I've got that on half, which I'll keep. I must have had that there for a reason last time. This is difficulty going from relaxed to casual to normal to challenging to impossible. I'll keep it on challenging, even though I haven't played this game for a hell of a long time. So I'm sort of hoping that that's going to be okay. I don't want it too easy, but yeah, I'll put it on challenging. I'll keep it that way. I'm not sure what the what advantages the AI gets from that one. Disable the city limit is not recommended. I'm not going to do that because that's a big part of the game, is actually managing your cities effectively. So I'll keep that one where that is. So that's the difficulty screen. Now we go to the world configuration. And so this is, we're going to go with a cylindrical map. We can go with a flat world, but I'll go with cylindrical, which means that it wraps, so it wraps east-west. Type is we're going continents, so we've got like from Great Land to Supercontinent, continents, which means essentially large islands or just little islands. We'll keep it on continents. The world size we'll keep on large. This will then impact how many great mages we can then sort of really have coming back into it. So I've got I'll keep it on large. What else have we got through here? This is set up where we've got 3 great mages, 3 rivals. I can get up to 6. I'll keep it on 3, and additional worlds 3 as well. These are the shards. We don't want to have too many shards, but I want to have enough for it to be meaningful. And so if I keep it where there's 4 of us on the map and then 3 worlds, it means that there's going to be a shortage of shards. And shards is where we get our extra power from. So that's going to be important. So there will be a bit of fighting across that one there. So that will be okay. Just go next. You have to choose our character. What I used to do here was just roll a 40-sided dice, because there's 40 characters using the mod in the actual game itself. But I guess we could do that. I'll just sort of hover out and just see if we can go to a random number generator. And I will actually. So the top is. I'm pretty sure it's 40 is the maximum number. So let's just generate 6. Okay, let's see what we end up getting. Come back in. Yes, it did. So this is number 1. We'll go to number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is coming in as the monsters. This is Zara. This is like the orcs, essentially. So we've got the High Priest. So we get production of mana, but unrest goes down. Thaumaturge through here, so extra mana. Spider Keeper, we get a Spider Hatch at the start. The Evangelist, so production of more mana, less knowledge. Population goes up. Hubris, everything goes down. And so we can get all these other ones, I guess. And then we've got the Favour of Gumgrog. Yeah, these should be okay, I think. I think we could sort of play with her, I think. I don't like the negatives, the Hubris. We can tweak these, by the way. We can customise and do it whatever we like. But let's just do that one, I think. I think we'll start that way. Yeah, Big Bad Russian saying, whoa, people still play this? Oh, well, I don't know. I am. I sort of saw it there on my desktop and thought, I feel like playing that. And Paper Dupla saying, hi Daz, I'm just starting to get into Star Dynasties. I'm having trouble figuring out what I'm supposed to do once I have my council marriages in place. And I've got no idea, to be honest. I can't remember that one. Don't forget the Ratkin, says TMI. Yeah, so we get that with the monsters, don't we? These are sort of like the, we do get the Ratkin in this particular one. So we'll keep, I think we'll go forward with her. We'll see how it goes. And if it doesn't work, we can always restart. So that's the character. Let's get into it. And I'm going to be really rusty here. So I'm thinking, oh, here we go. Got an application aborted. Uh-oh. We may be playing something different. Let's see if we can do that again. It's an old game, guys. So we'll try it 2 more times, and if we run into the same problem, I'll then find something else to play. Yeah, TMI isn't saying it. Yeah, sadly it keeps crashing for me for multiple reasons too. Yeah.
It happened when the great...
Okay, let's go to single player game. New game. Right, that should remember stuff except for those. That should be remembered. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that was her there. What's the next one over, actually? No, we'll go this way. Start. Okay. Second time starting. If we have a third crash at the start here, we'll go and do something different. Oh, here we go. We're in. So it's a turn-based game, hex-based. It actually, the first Warlock that came out was actually based on a game called Elven Legacy, which was where they sort of introduced this look to it. And this was before Civilization went to the hexes, and people always thought that it was a copy from Civilization, but it actually wasn't. Now I'm going to be super rusty here. So we end up with our capital back in through this other side. We do actually have the rats back in through this other side. We've got goblin archers down this way, and we then have some ratman ruffians as well, just as our sort of like basic melee type troops back in that side. That's going to be what we have to use to expand. We're going to need to get other things back from the city. The city is going to be important for us to do things. I've forgotten exactly what I need to do. If I go and click on this one here, we do need to expand a little bit. And so what we've got is we've got a farm, which is giving us some food. At the moment, the food is going backwards. So we've got plus 1.7 from the city of Scrapberg, minus 2 for the army upkeep. Starvation, city population decreases. So we really need to get on top of the farming. Now, different locations, like once we get this one, the pumpkins will be useful. We have a unique build queue as well, like from the depending on who we play as. We should have a look at that one, I think. I'll just go and find show all buildings, show the building tree. So this is the building tree in through here. So once we have a farm established, and we can build multiple farms, we can then start to move through. The Goblins Guild will allow us to get Goblin Spearmen and Goblin Archers. We can then move on to the smithy to get fine armour. Then we can get the barracks, and then we can finally get the training ground, which will then allow us to upgrade our goblins and also the ratmen as well. So it's actually showing us there that this is just goblins in through here, and then better quality with the training grounds eventually back through that side. From the farm, we get plus 3 food, and then we end up down with the granary. This one doesn't need to be on anything special, so the granary can sort of be anywhere. That's going to give me plus 50% production of the food that we end up getting, and food will be very, very important for us as monsters. That can then lead to the mill with production of 75%, and then finally the great granary there plus 100%. But it's going to cost me gold all the way through that one. And then the pub is going to give me. We end up with this is actually a plus 5 food. It's only one. This is a unique building, unique city building. I only get one of these, but I don't think there's any bonus that one would actually benefit by being on a location that does push food. So I may wait for that one. Then we have our mana. So we've got the mana trap, which I would have liked to have gotten early, leading to the laboratory. Back in through there, where we get a bit of knowledge. That then opens up the shamans and the ordained shamans, so we can sort of start to get the shamans back in this other side with the Shamans Guild, into the university, and then leading to the military academy, where we can sort of get the highly ordained ones, and then down to the Fountain of Knowledge down this way. Down through here we've got the Chateau de Loup-Garou, which is actually where we get the noble werewolves. And if we get this one through here, the court werewolves, we can then go and get court werewolves from here as well. So we need to have that one established. Then finally the magic bazaar there. So this is mainly sort of looking at sort of setting up sort of higher level units. Then we got down through here the market, which is now gold. This is the gold chain. Back into here we have the Ratman Guild to give us extra production. So we must already have one of those, I'm guessing, but we can get more of those. And so at the moment we've just got look, we're just getting basic Ratmen. Again, to go and get the higher level rats, we need to have the training grounds. So that's sort of where that one kicks in. Tax office, bank, troll bridge. We'll actually then open up trolls where we can sort of start to go and get those. Then the mint, the craftsman's district, and then we have sort of unique buildings depending on where we are. We've got a harbour, which will actually give us money. We've got a halberdiers guild, if we can find a halberdiers guild in through there. Actually, that one needs to have... Does that one need to have... yeah, can be built near water. This one needs to be on a halberd hall. There's a lot of different locations. The ones that we're probably more interested in are the ones that are then built on... We've got forts we can build as well. There's the fishing village. Actually, that's not bad. Again, like we're looking for extra food, and I think where we started isn't really conducive for that. But we do actually have. We saw there before. We had spider's nest, and also pumpkins. So I'm just looking for the pumpkin patch. There we are. So pumpkin farm. If we do this one, we end up with getting +4 food, +4 mana, and then we can get the Shrine of the Rotten Pumpkin, which is going to would allow us to get extra population, so +10 population, and it gives us the burst, the perk, the blessing of Hillowin, back in through here for different classes. But I'm thinking that probably that one there is the basic one for us to go and grab initially. And then we also have the Spider Hatch, and so the Spider Hatch we end up getting the Silk Workshop, where we end up getting a lot more income, but at the expense of mana. And we then can also go back this way and get the Spider Farm, which will give us a lot of food. So that's probably another one we want to get for when we do get the expansion in the city. All right, so we're going to close that one. I'm thinking we need to get expansion, so we need to get the food happening, which means I think we're going to have to go with the granary. With where we actually are. So if we just go and close that one off for a second. As I hover over this one, you can see there that there's nearly 20% food here. And if I hover over most of these, we're going to find that most of these are going to be negative with food, which is why food is such a problem. And so even the farm is we're getting 3, but we've got negative food. And that's because it's snowy, like it's frozen ground. So that's not going to be all that helpful to us until we can start to pick up these. But even these are going to have less food. But we're just going to have to go with it. So the granary, we need to get extra production through there. We've got +5 food at the moment, but let's just go and build in a granary at this point in time at that location. And so that will then be built in 3 turns. In terms of the other guys that we can go and get, I can get myself... So we started off with some rat men, but I can get myself like more spearmen or archers. These do actually take an extra food, which I don't think I can afford to do because of the way that we've started. I need to build the city up. So I need to get the population going, which is a bit of a problem. It says that it's going to... Oh, that's the attack range. I can't see the growth. Capital, yeah, I'm not sure when it will actually grow. We're growing a little bit through here. Actually, we're losing -6. We're getting +143 from city size, -6.8 from starvation, +10% from evangelists, and +50%. So we're getting 223 per turn from there. I think I'll actually, if I go and get yet another food, I think I'll stay where I am. Just for a little while. I won't get any more forces, which is actually hard because you do need to be building up your army pretty quickly. Just close the city view and we'll research a spell. things like the lesser fireball are good, just as early sort of ones for doing things. Lesser healing is good as well. These are all great, actually, just for the way that we want to do. Fertile land. Turns any land fertile. This is actually something that would be good. This would be good for us, actually. So I think I'll go in that direction. And assign unit orders. Right, so we need to now go and check out what's around. So we need to move where we can... We've only got like one move when we do the moves with everything. WASD will sort of move back down. We possibly are at the bottom of the map. That may be why we've got the extreme weather. So Tim was saying if food is bad, you can always go for summons. Yes. And Sigmatico subscribed. Thank you for that one. That's very much appreciated. So Malamute saying, well done, Daz. Thanks for the Renaissance mod tip. Yeah, it's a great mod. Great mod. One of the best mods. Excelsior saying, I haven't played this since 2018. With the Renaissance mod, it really is a very, very different game. And Blastbot saying, recommended for the spare or potato computer that you're still using, beside the fact that it's still a good game. Yeah, I would think, like, I would imagine so. Like, it's an oldish, well, it's a very old game now. So we're going to move the ruffians out to sort of do our expansion. So let's move them across these hills and see what else we've got. We've got iron there. We've got more pumpkins back over this other side. We are going to be needing to get the next level of expansion as well, so they can still move. Okay, so you can actually do multiple moves, and that's the bottom of the map. All right, so that's actually interesting to us. I'm not seeing much else that way. This looks like to be the edge of where we actually are. Let's go and grab these guys. I'll just go and move them up, just so we can sort of. Just keep on sort of pushing back the fog of war a little bit. That didn't really do much at all. So we need to find, like, there will be spawn locations. Now, it's suggesting we build a new unit. But I'm not going to do that until we actually get on top of the food. Now, getting another pumpkin patch would actually be good for us. Food is vitally important for the monsters.
Archers in the world.
There we go. And so we've now got ourselves a group over through here, Wild Serpent Snake's Nest. Now, this is a spawn location. Let's go and fix this one up. So I can go and get to the right to there. Which will then, if the from what I can remember, the archers will then support anything that's in front of it if they get attacked. So let's go and move. We can't attack it just yet. We're going to run out of movement. And that one does expand across. Okay, we've got then oyster shelves back in through here. We've got magical water. There's fish, shallow water with a fish pool there. We'll end our turn there. So if I attack this one, I'm going to do 4 damage. Actually, if I right click, it's going to be a left click. We did 3 damage in the end. And then this one here is a flying unit. So I can't attack it. Okay, yeah, so we can't attack that one. So we'll just keep this one in front. So we'll just keep on wearing this one down. I wouldn't mind grabbing another one of those. Oh, there we go. We've now expanded. So we've got the expansion. This one's still building. So the population is improving back in through here. So Scrapburger's now gone back out with what we actually end up having. So we'll just go back across. And if I left click, yep, left click. Oh, God, sorry, right click is going to deselect. It's sort of one of these hard games where things are going to be a little bit different. Now, so that's going to be improved my food. I can get food and mana. Mana is actually still pretty good. The gold is pretty good. I can get a spearman or an archer or a settler now. I can now grab the settlers in a couple of turns. And we really want to get that now. So this is going to be where we end up coming down into this region here somewhere to then start to get our next city. So we will go and grab those, which means we're not going to be able to get more. We can't sort of build multiple at one time. I can queue them up, but I can't actually then go and use them. So I'll keep that one there. Also, when we queue them up, it does take whatever, like, you know, the gold cost will come off. So I might as well still do this and just go and grab it. You can see there that it's now negative 1.5. We've got the, we're still going up a little bit, but we've now got negative 26.8 from starvation. But we can now start to queue up. We're going to get the granary next turn, and from there we'll then go and get ourselves the pumpkin farm. I think there's already construction in progress, but again I can just go and feed that. Oh no, I've got to wait. I've got to wait for that one to come through. Or the Shrine of the Rotten Pumpkin we don't want. The Silk Workshop we don't want, but the Spider Farm we do want, with extra food there. And then I'll make some of these areas to become a little bit more lush with you know, so we end up sort of getting the spell eventually to change this into fertile ground. So I'll close the city view there until next turn. Assign orders. That's just going to have to stay where it is. So just defend. And we've then got new units available, which is fine. We've got one of them coming. We'll end our turn. So build a farm is what we have to do, except, yes, it should be done. These little events that come up, unfortunately we don't have, there's no way around killing those off. Oops, hang on, so I keep on right clicking on those. It's a left click. Again, I can't do anything with the ratmen. So construct building. Okay, so we've now got the next building coming through. If we go with more mana, getting plus 16 at the moment. Pumpkin Farm will give me a lot of food. I'm now getting plus 2 food with what we actually now have. Spider Farm will then give me a monstrous spiders. And that's, yeah, we're gonna, the gold is then going to become a problem once we build that one because of the negative 2 gold, which means I won't be able to afford the spiders. So I'll go back this way, the pumpkin farm. Let me build that there. Alright, close the city view. Assign new orders. Don't think I can change the name of these. No, so we can't do DasTactic. I thought I may be able to change those, but we can't. You just need to defend.
A new spell has been researched, my lord.
Right, so we've now got healing. That's a healing, so we'll now just go and close that one. Research another spell. We'll go to Fertile Lands.
Build, build, build!
Here we go. Now I'm going to move this one across in this direction. These move slower than the others, but I'll be wanting it to go and be potentially even here, which is not fantastic. Maybe here, although that's going to then sort of limit just how much it can grow. Going to sort of only be able to then extend out. Yeah, maybe here, or even here. Like it's a 1, 2, 3. We'd eventually get that. This will be 1, 2, 3. It's about as big as that's going to get. The other option would be to go here. 1, 2. We get a bit of an overlap, but would that really matter? Would it matter? We've got to be a certain distance away from the others to be able to build the city. Yeah, I think it's 4 or 5 that we need to be away. Well, let's move down this way. With the settlers. Alright, so they're done through there. Hi Exic, saying, is this Warlock 2 with DLC? Or yes, it's the Warlock 2 with DLC, but particularly with the Renaissance mod. The Renaissance mod changes this dramatically. And Battle Moose, hi Battle Moose. I could never really get into this game. I always loved the idea of it, but didn't really like the execution until the Renaissance mod came along. So XX saying it's all on sale for everything. $20 might try it. Yeah, you're going to need a lot. Like, look at the Renaissance mods, see what mods you do need, and I would probably only grab those, to be honest. But they're unfortunately the most expensive of the DLCs. Is required for the Renaissance mod. Renaissance mod changes it completely. Paper Duplicity saying, I wouldn't call Warlock 2 a masterpiece, but I do have fond memories of it. I think with the Renaissance mod, it actually is a masterpiece. But I'm saying, what did the Renaissance mod change? We showed it before, but if you have a look at it, if you look it up in Steam, and look, it's too long to go through. New factions, playable Dremers, a whole lot of like a heap of new heroes. It's a completely different game. It's like Warlock 3. With that mod. So, but yeah, if you just have a look at the Steam list, it's certainly worth having a look at. Sorry, we did show it at the start, so I'll continue on. But but there's a lot of stuff that it adds, a hell of a lot. It's a completely different game with it. Right, we'll continue on. Unfortunately, I just don't have the. Keep on right clicking when I should be left clicking. Got him. Good. They've gone up a level. These guys can now move across into here and take that. So we've now captured some gold from that location. No, there's a pig farm there as well. And actually, this is not a bad location for another city as well. So looking at what we can find here. Yeah, this isn't too bad at all. We'll continue on up. See what we can sort of spot from this location. A lot of mountains. So yes, that's that there. Do we want to go all that distance at the start?
A nice place for a city.
We have a limit on how many cities we can actually go and build, and so I'm thinking that that's actually a better location. We don't pick up too much from back in here, but we do pick up this, and this. These are just oyster shelves. We get the pig farm there, and the pumpkins there. Pumpkins are important to us, and maybe it's still worth getting the pumpkins from in here. But I might now go to this location, just so I can sort of start to build them all through. If we manage to build buildings in different locations, it works as a road, so we can end up it's only then half a move to move across. So this one here, yeah, where do we want to go? I definitely want to get that and that. So I'm thinking where the rats currently are is probably where we do have to sort of then go and move. Don't have enough points in through there. We've got to level up. The by default you end up with a 20% missile damage for marksman, so I'll always just go that way, and we'll end our turn there. Looking at chat on YouTube, we've got movie trailer recap is saying this seems like a game for me. I'm an oldie goldie guy. New strategy games don't attract me. Yeah, this is not easy. It's not an easy game. But it's quite rewarding. But again, the base game itself is pretty shitty. But with the Renaissance mod, it really does elevate it. Maybe too old. I think we're all too old. We should know better, but we don't. So if I stop saying, yeah, pumpkins, and saying, Des, what factions are in the game and how's the AI? The AI is hard, like when it gets going. You can still cheese it a little bit. So I'm playing it on challenging mode, and it's the actual combat is very good with the AI, but it's not very good with forward thinking in terms of what it needs to try to capture, like in terms of the getting underground and stuff like that. It will do it, but not as effectively as a human player will. But it's still very good. Okay, Sci-Fi Sniper saying, little known fact, the early 1940s German war machine ran primarily on pumpkins. Really? Oh, there you go. And the movie trailers in saying the same voice narrator, like, yes, it is the so Majesty, like it's the same voice, exactly the same voice actor. It's basically an extension of Majesty. This is a much better game than Majesty ever was. But yeah, it's certainly Majesty is where it started. And you've got Sean Connery to the voices. Not really. It's not Sean Connery. It's somebody else. But whoever it is the original voice actor. I think we'll still. I don't know whether to keep on pushing that way. I think we'll go back the other way now and have a look to see if we can see anything else from the other side. You can see how once I start to move through my buildings, I can move a long distance. So I'll move that way, and I'll move these rat men back as well. Food is now, we've just got +1 food, and we do need to manage this. So we need to get the expansion happening with the population. So rat men as well. We'll move you back down. Now I don't just have to create cities. I can create outposts as well, which don't sort of take up the city limit. So, but I'm thinking this one's just not. We don't have enough resources. We've got 3 good ones there. That one there, we do get an oyster shelf if I pop here, and we do get the pumpkins as well. Maybe we'll still go there. We can always change cities back into another form, like into the other type. Now I can only you can see how much we've now slowed down our movement. I've only got the one move. On the plains I can move a bit better, but not through these mountains. So that's another reason maybe we sort of come in here, build something up in here, just to even help get through to this other location. So we'll end our turn there. Now we've got the next lot of archers in here as well. We'll just start to sort of move them off. More pumpkins, and we have wolves. Alright. Don't know if we can see them from here.
Release aim.
They should come hunting for us. So we need to get our rat men back as well. They need to be the ones in front of the wolves. And again, more pumpkins back down this way, which is good for us. Construct buildings. Oh, sorry, there was a question about what factions are in the game. There's a lot. There's the undead. There's the monsters, who like the goblins, essentially. So they've got the greenskins, which is essentially what we're playing with, along with the rats. There's different human factions as well. There's elves. There's sort of like mechanized forces as well, but I can't remember them all, to be honest. We'd need to, and we won't know who we're up against until we come across them. But then there's all sorts of other extensions to what you end up getting. It's very, very good the way it does work. In the way it does actually perform. So we've now got the pumpkin farm. Now for the which is now giving us 3.3 food. I need to keep on top of the food all the way through. Spider farm is going to then cost me a bit of gold. So the gold is now going to come back a little bit. Got shrines here as well, but this is going to cost me gold ultimately. The Ratman Guild will give me +2. Now, I don't actually have any Ratmen guilds just yet. This will then allow me to then go and get Ratmen. That's going to be important for the gold. But I'm thinking we'll just go with the spider farm initially, just to get even more food. So we'll go that way. And we'll close the city view, and we'll end our turn there. Hire a unit, so build up your army. So it wants us to accept this mission. These little missions are something that Chumley, the mod designer, couldn't get rid of. He basically had to keep those in it, unfortunately, which is a bit shitty, but that's just the way it goes. Moves through, and there's more pump. This is a great location, actually. This is where we should have started. Now these can respawn, so we do need to sort of go back onto those fairly quickly. And then there's a lost caravan there as well. So We can move in, that's good. We picked up 60 gold there. And another 50 gold there. So we've got monsters out and about as well, which we have to be a little bit careful of. But this is not looking too bad, where we actually are down in this other side. So we'll just keep on expanding or exploring this side of things as well. And we will go back and grab ourselves another settler. Close the view. So we'll just start to sort of expand up. We're going to probably need to get 2 more settlers, I think. Our city limits are going to be hitting at... We've got... what's the units that we have? Yeah, we can have up to 6 cities. That's the limits we actually have in through here. So, hi Supreme Plague, how are you going? So going back to Warlock 2. Yeah, when is Majesty 3 coming out? Yeah, see, I would love to see... I would more prefer to see a Warlock 3 than anything else. Now, we've got... I sort of want to keep... This location I really quite like the idea of. I'm not super happy about going down into here, but I'm thinking... Oh, we're really only going to get the pumpkins. That's all we're going to really get here. You know, I think I might still expand up and just take this location to start with. Just move up to that location. Now there will be spawning things around fairly soon, which we have to start to protect our forces with. So we'll end our turn there. This will only be able to sort of move one at a time. And then one more, and then we'll be able to get that city established. Rogues.
You point, we shoot.
So move them across. So we can move faster if we stay out of the forest. I don't think we have enough. Yeah, we don't have. We need a. What is it? An action point to be able to do that, and it's 2 action points to move across these locations. Oh, here we go. A lord is offering his services to you, and so this is 150. So if we have a look and right-click to see what this one is, this is a healer lord, which is actually good for us. Does also spirit damage, which is one of the hardest. Things to then go and grab, and we do have 224, so we can actually go and get this one, but the upkeep is... Oh, we've got 13 food now. Mana we've got enough of as well, so sight range of 2. This isn't bad, actually. So this is a Naga healer. So we'll go and close this one, and we'll hire it straight away. So so we'll go in with that one. We can then find items for it, different artifacts. So we've got 2 rings and a magic weapon. Can be then added to the actual unit itself. So we'll go and close it. So they're usually worth getting what we need. In this case, why can't we do this? Not enough movement points, that's okay. Another healer, back down this other side. So we're going to move the healer down, sorry, another builder. We're going to be building back in this location. So we've got a couple of areas here that are not too bad. In fact, there's a barrow there, so we can like a burial ground. At the moment, we're going to miss that one there. But if I go into there, 1, 2, 3. You know, if I go to there, I'll eventually get the others, or there. 1, 2, 3. I'll eventually be able to get that one in the long term. Yeah, so I think that's actually the spot. Let's go and get that one to move to that location. And the Naga can go across the water, but I need to figure out what these can do. So the Krakens, we need to sort of see what sort of attack it does do. This has got a melee attack, which means that it can only really hit things in the water. It's got a sight range of 2. So I'm going to, if I go to there, 1, 2, it can't see me. So I actually am fine to move the healer across into the water. I keep on right-clicking. So swim over, and then eventually we want this one to heal up. Sorry, to level up. Now back into here, we've got the rat men of going to struggle against these rogues.
You point, we
So
shoot.
we'll help.
Release. Aim.
That one's gone up a level. And we do get the kill now. But these, again, we really want to get this one healed up if we can. Alright, unit has advanced. So we'll go and get the 20% is the easy one. Monstrous spiders can now be recruited. Now we've got, let's just go to the city and have a look. These cost 25. The upkeep for these is only 2 food. Well, that's definitely what we're going to go with. So we'll grab one of those next. Yeah, that'll do for the next one that we need to go and get. And so this will then allow us to get like a very, very powerful fighting unit. I'll just close that one off. Okay, so Sprint Plague is saying, I don't think I've ever seen you played Majesty. I find it really boring, to be honest. Majesty just did not... I like the idea of it more than the actual execution of it, to be honest. So I didn't really enjoy it. And when we get up to 10, we then extend out another limit, so we'll then be able to get the oyster shelf back out through there. Now the city itself is building this one, which is fine. We'll end our turn there. These will spawn, and then we have to be more careful of what we're coming up against.
Best archers in the world.
Okay, we're just going to move down. We'll just keep on sort of trying to find ways forward. These rats are now in a bad position. I can heal them up, like I can just go and rest, but I don't want these spawning back in, so I'm just going to go, oh, damn it. Troops have captured a ring of regeneration in through here. So this is actually a ring that we can now go and place on our location. So we'll just go and grab that one. And I'm going to move away. Like, again, it's very important to see what you're going to get. So these are sand golems. So these are advanced fighters. These are too much for me to take on board. So and they're magical. There's got a sight range of 2. What we don't want to be doing is triggering them. And so we've moved into within 2 of their location, but I've still got one more move. So I'm going to move back. And ultimately, to fight these sorts of units, which are a bit more tricky, we can see their resistances. Now, they don't actually have... They do have pretty good resistances against missile. They don't have any resistance against spirit magic. So they've got 30 back in through there for both melee and missile. But the spirit magic that we have for the Naga, we'll be able to get in there a little bit. They've got 40 hit points, which is a lot. So that's actually fairly difficult. 3 movement and 10 attack. So a little bit much for what we actually have. So what I don't want to be doing is sitting in here where it will then drain, it'll attract them away. So I'm going to move this one back into the forest. And we'll then rest up next turn. So we'll just leave that one where that is. Assign unit orders. This one here we're going to now make into a city. And
We have founded a new city.
The trouble with this city is it's going to be fairly weak for a long period of time. So we're now getting 8.1, 4.9. Yeah, that's all okay. We've now got 2 cities. We've constructed a building here. So the thing we do need to get, we've got the Pearl Farm, which we can go and build. This is going to give me 12 money, which is not too bad at all. It's sort of like a one-off injection of funds. Got things like the harbour. Yeah, I may make this into... eventually we're going to get food, but let's actually go... The one thing we did need to go and build was the market, which will then get the Ratman Guild. So we do want to get this one as well. think I'll actually still... Yeah, I'll build the Pearl Farm. We do have those missions we're supposed to be doing as well, but I'll grab that one initially just to get a bit greedy with the money that's going to be coming in. This is where we can then change it to a special city type, so I can actually then convert it to an outpost if I needed to. But this one we're going to get some good expansion. Once we get to level 4, I think, or 5. I think 5, it then expands out, and then we can get the pumpkins and the pigs.
Interesting.
Now that's going to be within 2 sight range, but we're on the land, so it can't actually attack us. So we checked that one out before. There it goes. So it got triggered, but couldn't do anything. This one here we want to rest up and just get the healing up before we take on that sand golem. They also did level up, so we've got things, for example, like Pathfinder, where it can go quickly through hills and yeah, essentially through forests as well. We've got the Bestial Fury, where the unit power goes up by 20%, and then we've got the dodge resistance goes up by 25 melee. I think the unit power would be good. We've only got 10 hit points. We'll go that way just to get a little bit more extra strength with it. Alright, here we go. Our first lot of spiders, and we can afford another one, actually. So we can keep these sort of coming through. These are ultimately going to be helpful. What I don't want to be doing is losing units. Oops, hang on, just go back that way again. And then back into here. So, they've built all of that. We've got 100. Population is insufficient now for any of the other buildings. So I need to wait until I've got more population coming. Now we're getting 177 per turn. So we are making more population fairly quickly. But I can keep on getting more of these monstrous spiders. Get a second one of those. They're fairly cheap in terms. They're not the most powerful spiders, but they're getting a few of these in amongst our forces is going to be very, very helpful. These have got like 15 hit points. They do 12 damage. They do poison and other things as well. There's more powerful spiders in the game, but this is good enough for us. Assign unit orders. Right, so we don't want to trigger anything just yet, so we'll just stay where we are. Just go and press F.
You point.
That one as well.
Don't touch that.
Now we've got the... yeah, I'll keep this one back for now. I think once we get the spiders here, we're going to be okay. This one here, we sort of start off in the middle of nowhere, which is... I want to go further up. I think I do to get the so that would be 1, 2, 3. Eventually we'll get the barrow, but then we're looking over here at gold. So we can get gold there. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So in the middle there would be okay, but we may be able to then get another city across this other side anyway. So I'm thinking this is still going to be the better spot. I've got either the 2 pump. Yeah, I'll get the barrow from the next location. I'll just move it up. Now it's 13 turns in. There will be things spawning out and wandering around now.
Nice place for a city.
So we'll end up building that one. This one's still resting up. Construct building. So we've now gone for another population, so we can now build the next building that we want. Now this one ultimately, the fort we don't really need. The harbour would be good. To get 50% extra gold. Gold is, like, this is going to be a bit of a hybrid location that we actually end up having. The fishing village, so we've got 2 locations there for harbour and fishing village. Craftsman's district. The mill. Where is it? There it is there. The pub. Well, we're going to be... That's a good one for us. And I'm just trying to think of where I should place this. I mean, I'm now thinking about roads, but I definitely want to keep these two for the harbour and for the other one, but Smithy as well. Ratman Guild. Ratman Guild's one that we do want to be getting so we can get the tax office. So I think I'll actually just go and place that in the old place. I'll just place it down here. Here will do. I'll just get it out of the way, so we can start to sort of then go and get the Ratman. Close the city view there. Lord has come. Right, so we've now got another one that's coming. This is 150 for this particular one. This looks like a Harpy Lord. If you go and have a look. Flying Lord, yeah, so this one here is just does melee damage, 34 hit points, flying, sight range of 3. And again, we can afford it. We can afford it in terms of the upkeep. It's immune to missiles, which is great. And because it's flying, it's got Harpy diving through here, but because it's flying, it can't be attacked with melee. So melee, unless we attack it down. So this actually is fairly good, with the immunities that it actually does have. Increases the unit's movement points by 2 and missile and elemental magic resistance by 50 for the next turn. Okay. It's got lesser regeneration already. Hit and run. Okay, so that allows us to actually do some damage and then move off. So we need to get our gold up. So we'll just close that one off. We've got 9 turns before it disappears, so we'll have to get the money up before that actually does occur. So we'll close that one off. So we'll wait for that one as well. It's, again, quite important to grab those if we can. Just go back another way, but this is fine. Just go and position it here. Sign unit orders. Yep, nothing to do there just yet. We'll just defend. See how it's wandered off already? So one of those has now wandered off. They've now spawned another unit. I'm going to actually these are almost ready to go back in. I'll move this one back. Yeah, we'll stay back till those spiders come. Really, the spiders are the most important thing. Just defend there. So they're seeing the spiders.
Yes.
In this case, we build another city.
We have founded a new
Another
city.
15.9. And construct building at this location. And so we've got, again, another pumpkin farm, which again will just allow me to get a bigger army. Like the armies, we don't have much upkeep in gold for our forces. It's mainly food. So food is the key for playing as the monsters. So these pumpkin farms are very, very important. I think I'll go that way to start with. Close city view. And we can't build any units as such when the cities are so small.
Don't touch that.
The voice acting's really cool in this. Takes a while for these spiders to get through. Sign unit orders. Yep, need more spiders. Allow them to come through. And again, we just wait until those spiders arrive.
Ready to shoot something?
In turn. Yeah, it's Taras is saying, yeah, for its age, it looks really good. Yes, it is. There's golden in their hills, says Sigmatico. It is a very good-looking game for its era. All right, Your Highness, of prolonged drought is. This is the stuff that I know that Chumley had a lot of trouble trying to get rid of these events because these events do your head in like in the base game. They're really really annoying. There's no more tasty food to eat, so make the citizens work harder in the fields. And so this is why when you do get the Renaissance mod, there is that recommendation to pick up the that thing that tries to change the exe file as well, like, or changes things in the exe file. It's recommended because it does allow the Renaissance mod to get rid of a lot of the crap that was in here. Like, there was a lot of shit that was actually in the game. Now we've got Order of the Mages Guild. Yeah, it's only 50. We've got heaps of mana to research a proper farming calendar. And make citizens work harder in the field. Yep, we'll go this way. So we end up losing mana, but we end up with plenty of food. Level up a unit. Now this one has already leveled up once, so we've got dodge, we've got perceptive, experience, extra experience, or endurance. Now, resistance against elemental and death magic is really quite important, but experience. If I can get extra experience per turn, he's going to level up much faster, so I'll go that way. Didn't mean to do that, and there's no undo, unfortunately. So I didn't mean that to happen. It's okay.
Interesting.
This one's gone up a level as well. So we have death resilience, so plus 30 death magic. With resistance. We've got elemental magic resistance, and we then actually have healing power of plus 20%. If we have a look at the actual unit itself, if we right click, no, we can't see it there. Usually the resistances are the things that we want. Probably I'm going to go elemental resistance in this at this early stage. Heals 13 life magic. Actually, I could have done that earlier as well, but we'll just keep this one in behind. Spiders in. They'll need to sort of be at the front of whatever the attack is that does come through. So we'll wait for that one. F. This is good because we can scout ahead and sort of see what's around. This one's now in the wrong spot, so I'll just move that one back. So we need to do these up front. Okay, and turn. What I'm going to do is I'm going to move that one across. So we've got sand golems that have spawned. So there's 3 that have spawned into there, 3 that are here. Yeah, so whichever one we take on, we're going to. That's going to be sort of a bit tricky. Let's move back. We also have bonuses by sort of fighting in more difficult, like, you know, we get protection a little bit. Like you can see there, defense of plus 25%, 25% in the forest as well. Okay, we can now construct another building in through here. So we'll go with the market, which will then allow us to then get the Ratman Guild, Craftsman's District. So we'll go with more money initially here, I think. I don't want these being attacked. I need to have the other ones in front. Yep, so there's really nothing I can do here. Just F. Okay, rats. So we can actually now go and grab the ratmen. Oh, we've got basic rats in through here, but we've got the ratman ruffians down through here. These do cost gold and food. Rats themselves have only cost food. They do allow us to scout. You know, I might just grab a kit of these. And I will then get some Ratman Ruffians as well. Right, we'll end our turn. And we'll go the other side with just the rats themselves. But the army is building up nicely. Just keep them coming in behind. I've got these bears. Great bears. This is where it gets tricky. We're going to lose this city. I'm thinking. Just need to wait till I've got something closer.
Congratulations! You have successfully researched a new spell, my lord.
Okay, now we need to get offensive spells to try to weaken this. Alright. I will actually cast the Fertile Lands. So we'll go and cast this one now. You do have Corrupting Vapors. It's fatigue. Yeah, okay, I won't use that one yet, but this one here, Fertile Lands, is something that I do want to be using down in here. There's no real benefit with... That gets gold production is positive there. If I go that way there, that way I don't do that one, but I do the others that are food related. Actually, I do want to. I wanted to get that as well. I'll go this way. It's just going to boost my food production up a little bit in those locations. Go the fireball now. We want these rats to just explore on the other side there a little bit. For all I know, they may not be able to get across there. Now this is going to trigger them to come down. Let's start to do it now. To either one of these spots. If I stay there, they'll just stay where they are. If we move to there, we're going to have troubles because when we have to try to actually, I'm going to have the healing. The healing is what range? Range 2. So I can actually, yeah, this will actually work out okay. I'm going to leave the others where they are for now and then draw this one down into either one of these two, and depending on where they go, that will then dictate what we then end up doing. The web is range 2, stuns the target for a turn. Flying targets become grounded. Units with a transport vessel become exposed. Does not affect units with immunity to death magic. So with this I could stun it for a turn, but we're not ready yet. I'm going to let it have a fight. I'm going to let them take on part of the attack. Leave them where they are for this turn. And same there as well.
Ready to shoot something?
Strengthen your army would be wise. Yep, there we go. Okay. In turn. Here they come. Now, we've drawn them out, which is good. And
Careful.
I then need to go back and heal this one up. So I'm just going to go back this way. Now I've got a cooldown. That's got a cooldown of what? Cooldown of 2, so we can't make use of it the next turn.
Best archers in the world.
So we now need to like oscillate with the stunning with what these guys can then go and do. I'm just going to move this one back.
Sproing.
Because if these get hit by these guys, they're going to be killed in one go.
Archers.
I can move this one back down into here. And we'll then web. So it's now been stunned. And if we right click on this one, we can then sort of see what's going on with it. So it's got 19 hit points. It's got the sand armor, so it does have. It's not resistant against elemental, but it does actually have good resistance. But it now has the spiderweb stunned. So this can be dispelled, but turn remaining is 1, and so I can now bring this down into this position, and I don't know if it'll fight back. No, I've run out of movement points anyway. Alright, let's construct a building back over through here. So with what we end up having in this location, we're now up to 224. Is that enough for us to grab that other leader? Maybe. Let's have a quick look and see. We've got the tax office, which we want, but we also then want to have the fishing village, which would be great down there, but also the harbour. So I'm going to put the harbour up the top there, where it's because the harbour doesn't bring food in, and the percentages don't really make that much difference anyway. Let's go to Hall of Lords. Yeah, we can now actually could hire this one a little while back. So we'll hire this one. Now we do actually have the rings, the artifacts. So this one here is regeneration +3. I'm thinking I'm going to put it here onto one of these. Just to allow this, because this one will be used for fighting. We're still okay with everything else that's going on.
Can't hide from me.
Can move a long way. So bring that across. Because it's a flying unit again, melee units just can't attack it. So I can use this to even plug gaps if I need to. It's quite handy. Now I can get in there, but I know that there's another Ratman guy at the back end of this, which is a like back over here somewhere. Let's just go and see if we can spot them where they are. If I go to there, I'm actually better off not moving in just yet, but hoping this doesn't spawn anymore. So let's just leave it where we are. We'll construct another building back in here. We're going to need sort of like a mana location. I might build a mana trap in here and sort of get the laboratories from the mana side of things. Doesn't really matter where I build this. So I might as well think about the road that we want to have established. So that location there allows my units to move a little bit faster through this location. Okay, enemy at the gate, back over here. Not doing enough damage there. Yeah, these are moving nicely up through this other side. So by building there, it just allows us to move quickly into the city. Hi Sapio, how are you going? So cast spell, you have to match mana. Well, I've got the spells I've got. The only one that's really going to be useful to me. Market's making money. Pumpkin farm, it's not really worth doing it, and we don't actually have any any spells that are violent enough yet. We'll get them soon, but not yet. You're saying we have too much mana, but I need the buildings. I need to specialize cities ultimately, and we won't have too much mana for too long. Just sort of trying to balance the gold, the food, and we need a lot more food. But yeah, the other cities will be more sort of like either gold or food. And this one, because of the 2 pumpkin farms ultimately, and also the barrow. That's the barrow was probably the one that I'm thinking. Look, that's most likely going to have stuff in there that I can go and do. They'll just keep on regenerating though, unfortunately. This is the Ratmen ruffians. I'll bring them down to join the main army. Here they come. Assign unit orders.
Release aim.
And we can use the web. There's a 3 cooldown here, but that's going to be okay. Still defend. That's gone up a level, that's good. And what have they got left? There we go. Good stuff. Alright, that moves all of them across. Now this one will... I can use this one to expose what's going on over here. Like, again, it can attract the attention of these, but it won't really matter that much. We've got Snowy, there's an elven village there. This is great. I think what we'll do is we'll go back to Scrapberg and build another settler. Now we've got 3 cities at the moment. And level up and through here as well. And so this one here, we've got like the 30% melee damage, which is awesome. Pathfinder would be good as well. So I'm thinking we go with Sharp Teeth though, initially, and then hope that we can sort of get better movement later on. This one, I'll bring this one up and out of the forest. And the rats, we just want to explore a little bit. Okay, we've now triggered that one. I should have been a bit more careful with the way I did this. Got a dwarven settlement back over through there. The turtle will come fighting, and then we've got some monstrous spiders in a spider hole there as well. We're going to miss that, unfortunately, but that's okay. Look, it's, you know, we're doing okay where we are. Did they go for the rats? No, they didn't leave there. This is impassable. Oh, this is all impassable. Oh, okay. Cool. That's actually not too bad. So I won't move them down this way then. I mean, I can move them around the side if I could get rid of that, but I really can't. So eventually there will be more things coming this way. So we'll need to get a force across there. When we get the fireball, we can then start... Oh, there we go. We now have it. Oh, no, so we're still doing the research there. I need to get more research as well. We're pretty crappy at research. All right, so nothing actually made it into here, so I can go and jump on that one. Okay, lots of gold, lots of mana. Nice. And then we've got some good locations in here as well. Now, what have we got there? We've got zombies on that area, and then we have sand golems there. Now this one here, I can move this one back away, which I will. I just wanted to stop it from spawning. heal that one back up.
Ready to shoot something?
I can move into there, but I'll just keep it all back for now. Keep them where they all are. Thanks for the subscription there, Began. Very, very much appreciated. These Ratmen are great because they've got very, very high movement and they've got very good vision range as well. So we're sort of safe enough back there. I'll just move this one back in. Okay, construct building. Now, if I build a fort, that's going to help protect, but it's a fairly secure little location, actually. It's not the greatest location, but it's not terrible. I've got the market. The harbour's going to really boost my money. There. We can start the fight there if we wanted to. Not quite ready yet. The fact that that's actually taken some damage means that there's somebody else on the other side here. Got the next settler coming fairly soon. I'm wanting to build another one there just to get the settler through fairly quickly. Okay. Leave that one. Might bring that one down. Yeah, some good locations in here. There we go. This is actually a independent city. So we've got an independent city back through there. We don't know what that is, what the city actually is. I can't move that one anymore. Again, if I move these out, it's too early at this stage. That'll do me. Leave that turn there. Another level up. Great.
A new spell has been researched, my lord.
Excellent. So we'll research a new spell here. We'll go with Fireball, which will then give me much more, like 24 elemental magic damage. If we go back and have another look at these guys, which are not really a threat, they're susceptible to missile damage. Life magic, they've got good protection, but that's because they're living. So we could ultimately probably just kill these off. The trouble is that every time we hit them, they actually get a little bit of experience. Move them through. So being and saying I love this game, but it won't play on my computer. Oh, that's no good. We did have one crash at the start, but it's been pretty good since then. Okay, leveling up. We've got experience per turn again is going to be very, very good here. Let's go that way. Let's get even more experience. Just going to grab myself a drink of water, be right back. Keep on moving this one across. So we want to get this one in around this area somewhere.
You point, we shoot.
Well, this guy here is almost at full health. I will let it just heal up. I don't know if we can get the spiders across properly. This is now going to be within 2 of this unit, which will then trigger. We do actually have... No, we've still got a cooldown there. keep that one in there.
Best archers in the world.
They're going to be okay. Now this village here, this is a castle of what are they called? Plain Striders, Grey Striders. Oh, they are Plain Striders. Are the most unusual race cocktail which can happen. Humans, monsters, and undead. So this is one of the playable factions. So they've got that one through there. Just close that one off. Got a zombie den back over there. Actually, that's... This one is almost dead. Okay, they're being attacked by these coatls. They're being attacked by the environment. We've got ghost wolves over this way as well. I've still only got 2 more moves. They would then be able to attack my unit, so I'm going to move back. So we'll leave that one there. Now this is something where these will then take the city and we'll be wanting to be there. Okay, we've just got to wait 1 turn. Just press F on each of these. We can now build caravels or caravs. That's a scrapbird because we've now got a harbour. Just close that one off and end our turn. Here they come. It was a critical hit, unfortunately. You can see there's some pretty powerful hits going in. Now that zombie there is low. I should be able to kill that one off fairly easily. This one now becomes the problem, and I can't get my healer down close enough to affect it. So what we need to do here is to use the web, so stun it, but it's still going to be able to fight back. Good, gone up a level there.
Sproing.
It's 1 down. Units do matter. Now we're going to take a lot of damage when we do this attack.
Don't touch that.
Now the attack that we have is range 2.
Hold still.
10 damage. It's still going to do a bit of damage back, but not a hell of a lot. It's almost dead. I'm going to attack it with this. It's only got 4 damage there, and we're going to do 4 damage to it. Great, that's gone up a level. I want these to get the kills if we can get them. Got enemy at the gate again. We are whittling this one down, but I will actually just use the spells. I will use 1 spell here. We've got 408. So Fireball is being researched. Just go back and do all of these, leveling up this unit. Okay, so we've got the this one here again. We've got the 30% melee damage. That will then sort of, I think that one's already leveled up with that one, so we'll go with that. Level up the unit with the archers. In this case, we've got dodge, perceptive, or endurance. We'll go that way.
Ready to shoot something.
And this one as well has gone up another level. So force march, unit power again. I think we'll keep on getting more unit power. And this one as well. We've got experience would be probably the better one. Just we keep on leveling up a lot more. Assign. This one needs something to do. Now zombies next level up. Now that one there hopefully has only got a sight range of 2. Yes, it has. So we're outside of its sight range. It's got a elemental attack which is fairly strong at range 2. So as long as we're 2 away from that, it can't see us. Alright, so you can see there we don't really do a lot of damage against the zombies. But I will whittle them down while they're weak. And what we don't want to do is end up pushing them off that limit there. Because if we attack them and push them, then this thing here has got an attack. I think I'll just leave it like this and then finish them off with other units. Okay, we'll end our turn there. Mr. Joe saying, hello Daz, nice old game. Yes, it is good actually. And Bolan saying, I miss this more whimsical style in game voice acting. Many games take Gloom away too far and take themselves too seriously. That's a good call actually. That's a very, very good call. And Orangutan saying, irony of ironies, I get older Windows games working more easily on Linux than I did on Windows. There we are. And Trintog is lurking in through there. So back on, so where did we get to? Now we've got, okay, so Movie Trailer saying, nice, thanks for your answers. I'll play this after finish my Shadow Empire run. And Team Games are saying, is this a Civ 5 mod? This is the contentious issue. The game came out when Civ 5 looks very, very similar to this game. But this game, the precursor to this one, which looks almost exactly the same, came out before Civ 5, and that was Elven Legacy. So the same developer built a game called Elven Legacy. There was a couple of games in that series before starting on Warlock, and so and then so they developed the style before Civ 5 did. So that's the it's always been. The game has always been thought of negatively because they thought it was a rip-off of Civ 5, but it's the opposite. It's the other way around. So it's interesting little history of that one. So Vince is saying Age of Wonders if Civilization. It's sort of it's not really like Age of Wonders in the sense you've only got like single units. It is more like Civ in the sense of the gameplay. But as I said before, the overall look and everything was developed way before Civ came out. Myasis is saying, my favourite part is that you can literally create godlike units with all the buffs you can give them. Yes, so very, very cool. SSRS, remember a game like this, but you travel into portals? Yes, this is it. This is the one. We're looking for the portals right now, actually. We don't have any that are close to us, unfortunately. I wish that we did, but we don't have any. So this one, we're actually searching for the portals. So Mob's saying, you're playing on the big map with shards. On the big map, and saying the AI is sadly not really programmed for the shards map. It really uses the portals, so it's more like a mode where you just fight the roaming monsters that get progressively harder the deeper you go. Not really. The AI will try to take over the shards, from what I've sort of found. So I like to try to get in and block the shards off as quickly as I possibly can. But I haven't found any shards yet. I haven't found any portals. So portals will be the next. Hopefully we'll find them fairly soon. SSR, I was trying to remember that where there was 2.4 times fantasy games in the 2010s that were pretty similar. Where there were 2 4X games. Sorry, I thought we could see a point in there. SS saying it's not Age of Wonders. Yeah, I'm not sure. There was a few games around back then, I guess, more than a few. Rangtang saying it's been years since I've heard anyone mention this game. Played it a ton when I was young. Nice to see. Yeah, no, it's a great little game. Lots of cool ideas. I wish we saw more of in newer games. Yeah, this is a game I would love to see this one rebuilt. I would absolutely love it. If they would do that. But it's a Paradox game. I just don't know what the IP is or anything like that. But it was rushed, and so it wasn't very well built. And that's why things like the Renaissance mod are just so important. Right, we'll keep on going. We've got good city growth in through here. We're going to be expanding at another level fairly soon, which will be good. We'll end our turn. Here we go. We've come across one or the other.
One of your rivals, my boy.
Damn it. Oh, that's okay. That's okay. It's gone that way. Alright, so we've got this unit here which is badly injured. Now, this one, this is the problem we have. So we've come across one of our rivals. There's rogues on there. If we have a look at the list of units, the Hall of Lords, diplomatic relations. So who have we come across? We've come across Anna the Benign. She's at peace with us at this stage. She's got the High Priest. So Mana, Luminary. She gets better casting speed on spells, and Homestead. She ends up with a lot more food. So she will be playing as the humans, I think.
I shall hear your request.
Yeah, I can't really tell. I can't remember what she's got. It's been a long time since I've played. Alright, so we're going to move across. Now this thing here does have another target, so we'll just keep on moving this one across and doing the attacks. It's healing up on its own, which is good. I'll let it finish this one off. Now Hashimang is in a good location there. Minotaur Pyramid. So we captured another 80. That's good. It's lucky that Minotaurs didn't spawn.
Interesting.
We need to keep an action point. You can still move to there. There's only going to be one action point. And then heal you back up. Oh, I didn't realise it did the ones next to it as well. That's actually pretty cool. I could have actually moved this one in and done even more. So we get these now ready for attack. We've got, these are quite weak, only like 16 hit points now. They are levelling up, but they're still very, very weak. Start building. Right, so back in here, we've now got the mana trap. The fishing village will give me a lot of food. This one gives me, I want to get the werewolves, and I also need to get the production up there, so I'll go with the laboratory. Just go and place it there again, just to build this road through the middle here. Just help it get across. Let me at the gate. Now whittling it down, it's just taking a long time. So we'll be wanting to attack this from the other side, and then take this one over.
You point, we shoot.
Now I'm going to run out of movement there, so I'm just going to keep that one back. We don't really have any good use for the rats. Down to just 3.6 food. We failed to build a farm. That's okay. Rival encountered. There she is.
Kind greetings to you. What a
God, this voice acting's good, isn't it? Alright, then we'll just end our turn. Now, see, that was a critical hit on our unit there. Now, this is Mr. Fix Travelling Emporium. I think that this is actually something that was actually added in the Renaissance mod. Come on, we'll step right up to the marvellous and spectacular wares of Mr. Fix, Travelling Emporium. If you need new spells, you've got scrolls galore. How about some sundries for your heroes? So we've got different things that we can then go and grab from here. About a minor trinket. We've got a flask of healing. This will cost me 50. Enchantment spell, we get Magic Eye. Terraforming spell, we get Clear Water. A powerful trinket, that's 200. I can still afford that one. Amulet of the Two, I don't know what that actually does do. Not today, we're saving a gold. I might go with this amulet. I don't know if we can actually wear that or not. Flask of healing. Okay, I'll try this one. Why not? Magic items. Resistance against life and death. Go that way. And you can see we suffered a lot because of this guy. Like this one really did sort of get smashed here a little bit. And if we just go back to the Hall of Lords. Yeah, we can place it there. Yes, good. Okay, so he's now got that as well. That's just going to give him better protection. And with this one here, we'd like to kill this one off. It's going to take a little bit. Now we've got these ghost wolves as well. These are very, very dangerous. Like they're quite hard to destroy. We've got immune to death magic. Yeah, they're not very good with life magic as well. They're mid-level. These are advanced fighters. They're not like superior fighters. And we've got the cooldown here, unfortunately. I would like to kill this thing off. Oh, the baton of martial frost. So we end up with the extra elemental damage. Applies the first cost, the curse of frostbite. That's a good one for us. That then leaves this thing where there's none of those that can now spawn. So I'll move this one back away. There's really nothing much that one can do. I'll just move that one back. Let's get ready for the assault. Get them ready.
Bara ça va? Oh!
Critical hit, that's good. Bit of damage. Need to move this one back away. Trouble is, this can do so much damage. Like it's very, very damaging. I sort of have to get rid of it. What I will do is I've got an offer here. No aggression pact. Yeah, we'll accept that at this stage. Our spell casting. That's here. This one here. Go to Fireball. Get 6. Now these have only got 16 points. This one generally has 34.
Don't touch that.
This one here's got 30. The attack that this one's got is elemental. You've got 55 elemental protection. Pretty sure that's elemental. Oh, a bit of, yeah, elemental magic, 14.4. Let's have a look and see what these guys have got for their protection. Elemental, 15. So 15 is going to be doing a little bit of negative 19% damage. Only got 16 hit points though, so I'm thinking we don't do that just yet. We'll wait until we sort of can try to get a bit of a kill. So we'll get them ready.
Best
But without actually
archers
hitting
in
them.
the world.
We're slowly whittling this one down. This unit has now leveled up as well. So we've got the Tearing Claws, adds an action Tearing Claws. We've got the Ministry of Death, so resistance plus 15 for Elemental. Again, that's going to keep me fairly alive. This one's already got a viewing range of 3. That would then make it 4. I think I'll go with the Elemental Protection. Again, that's going to be the thing that will save it. Level up the unit back into here as well. So we've then got adds the action Deadly Virus. That could be interesting. Damage plus 30% life magic. Got Spirit Magic is the one that we do. Damage of, I think I'll go with the Deadly Virus. And again, we don't really want to be moving up just yet, because we'll be needing to protect things. I'll move this one out into here. And assign unit orders. These rats. I'll just be a bit annoying. Yeah, I've only got 15 health with these. These have actually, with their level ups, have actually become more powerful than, stronger than the monstrous spiders. It's interesting, it didn't attack. Thought it would have. What's this thing do? Deals 14.3 death magic. Alright, we'll do that. Damage per turn minus 3 for 4 turns. Okay, so we will eventually kill that one off.
Archers! Ready to shoot something?
Okay, it's dying, which is good. Can heal up. Start to bring these down. Get that one healed up as well. All right, back in here. So we've got the we wanted to get the fishing village. So I'll grab that one now. This is being fleshed out quite well. Buying other units. New settlers. I think I'll leave them. Goblin archers. These are quite useful, as you can see. Like, you know, they've been pretty good. And getting one more. I might grab another one of those. The enemy at the gate again. And that way we can bring the archer back over this way just to help out with Giblin Cliff. That one there, we don't have anything much we can really do at this stage. Now there's those wolves. Now they're going to stay in there, I would assume. They do 17 melee damage. They're immune to death magic. That's why I used the death magic on that one. Life magic and missiles, they're weak with those. Now we do actually have a unit. If they do attack out this way, we can sort of defend these two. Can't really defend these, but that'll still be okay, I think. Right, let's just leave them where they are. Yeah, I won't sort of push this because they're attacking. This is like a different group. They're actually attacking each other. So we'll just give that one nothing to do. And same there as well. We'll end our turn.
Yes.
Now we wanted to move this one across. I would like to pick up that. A few of these actually. We're going to get that anyway in the other one. And we're going to take this village anyway. By the time it expands, we're going to get that. We're not going to get this. Get extra food up the top there. Just leave it there for now, and we'll just see where we want to place it once we take this village.
Build, build, build!
So they're all fighting each other, which is good for us. So they wiped out the defenders, and we can now start to come in and do some damage here. Now this one here is almost dead.
Don't touch that.
I will move in here and kill it off with this one. We've got to be careful of these things. You can sort of see them through there. I think they're called sea glims. They also have got like a big attack. Just try to get the experience up for this one here. Just keep these coming. These are more scouts than anything, so I'll just move them back up this way. And get these to come ready to take on the coatls.
Ready to shoot something? Sproing!
Oh, that was good. That was very good. Okay, so we'll leave those where they are. Yeah, back in here. Fishing village will give me more food. I'm starting to now run out of food. Food is going to be the sort of the critical thing. I was hoping to get more money here, though. I think I'll still just focus on money. Actually, no, we're going to get good food once we get these. So maybe the fishing village. Just so we've got it. Have an offer. Now, the alliance will allow me to see where she is, so I'm going to accept this. And then we'll be able to watch what she's doing. It'll give us a bit of an idea as to just how far behind we are. Now we do definitely want a city back in here, so maybe there. That'll give me the gold. It's just not a great city, that's all. If I take this city, I could destroy it and then end up with a city right in the middle of everything. Like the city right there would be incredibly good. That's the Coatl village there, which I don't know if that's a permanent location. Yeah, certain special buildings can be constructed. But look, I think that if we took this one over, that would be ideal. So maybe we go into here somewhere and build at this location, which will ultimately give us the elven village as well. There we are. So we're now seeing there's another one that she's at war with. Looks like the Dremers. Yeah, so we're seeing she's got 4 cities like what we've got. She's at war with the Dremers. The Dremers, we can see 4 cities down through there in the yellow cities in the bottom right corner. This is a lot more armies than what we've got. That's the Dremor capital right there. Yataki. The Dremors have got heaps and heaps of units. So she's Plane Striders, actually, by the looks of things. Alright, well, she's got her work cut out for her. Unfortunately, when you've got an alliance, they will tend to fight for you a little bit with their spells, which isn't good, because often there'll be friendly fire. But the Dremors are going to do a lot of damage here. So she's up in the desert. And the collaterals are now firing as well. Alright, got Tomb Robbers. Your scouts have found an ancient mausoleum decorated with ominous runes. They await your decision. So we can break in, which is not a good idea. Honour the mummy without taking any of its treasure. So that gives us nation happiness. We do actually lose a bit of money, but I'm going to do that one. So we'll just go that way. Again, I wish that those weren't in the game. Now, it seems like there's 2 coatls in through there, which is not ideal.
You point, we shoot.
So we're going to need to move in. Yes, there's a group of coatls at the back. And there's more ghost wolves down in here. They've got sight range of 2, which means that we're not triggering them there. These have got a sight range of 2 as well, which means that we're not triggering them either.
Archers!
I think we'll take the city first. I keep on right clicking when I should be left clicking. That one's almost going to get it. I'll move that one back out of the way again, just because they're so weak.
Best archers in the world!
What's that? Yeah, we're still not seeing it properly. Right, we'll move this one in. And then that should take it. Right, so we managed to take that simply because the enemies that are around were sort of doing too much. These guys here, I'll be wanting to finish these off with other units. Now we've got 4 movement there. I'm going to be able to kill it off here. This unit's movement points by 2. Once I do that, that's the end of it. Got 34 movement there. What do these guys do? They do 15 range damage there with a 10 missile, 5 death. This one can't attack. It's only got melee. So it's going to be the coatls that will then be the problem. Let's just do it. Yeah, the death magic. Looks like we were immune to death there. Lesser reconstruction, so we've just got this, where those zombies had spawned from. This is where they came from. This is does spawn their health to a friendly non-living unit. Yep, so we've picked up a spell, and I can't move anymore. So we've got all the movement has now been done. They stay where they are. Forward.
Interesting.
And we'll just heal this one up. Again, I should have thought of that. I completely forgot that that's what happens. If I move down to there, these will then attack me. Just move them up so that we can get a little bit of support. I'm forgetting about that with this, with what this one can then go and do. Okay, here we are here. This will then allow me at least to get a roadway all the way back to the capital, ultimately. So I will actually build one here. We've now got 4 cities because we've now got the city as well. So we're going to, or I ditch this city in here. Hashimang. So this is a Plain Strider city. So we end up with a different group of buildings. So we start with the smithy. That then gives us the Grey Striders, Fighters of the Plains, Magic Fighters back in through here with Incorporeal. And they get for the and they get some unusual things as well. Dwarven Forge is just going to give us dwarves, ultimately. We don't have one of those. What else do we have? We had the... what did we get? What did we get? Ritual Circle, we didn't have that. What was it? We've got the Coatl Village. Pumpkins. Dwarves. Gold. I'm sort of thinking that this is probably... I'm probably better off just keeping the city sort of going, really. But I can destroy the city. Convert a captured and plundered city. I'm not sure what we can do with that. If we go back to the conversion, if I just close the city view there, because this one has to be fixed up before it can then come good. But I think I can change it. Like if I go back into this one here, for example, and I can change it into Freetown, Fortress City, and then a Temple City if I wanted to. And it may be that we create a free town in between the in between those other cities. That might be the better way to do it. Oops, hang on. And then we see what we end up with. So let's go and build a city in here and just make this into a free town. Freetown will only really look after this area. And I'm happy enough with that because ultimately we're going to be able to, 1, 2, 3. We don't get the elven buildings, but that's going to be okay. And we'll eventually get the gold. This will be quite a good location. There's a donkey resource in through there as well. So it may be that we just end up with other things. So let's just go back across into this one here and convert this into just a free town. So this one pays taxes to its great mage. You cannot hire units or construct buildings in the city. It does not generate unrest and does not count towards the maximum number of cities in the domain. So we could go that way. We've got also the various gods that we can then go and build. Grungrog is the one that we actually are closest to. But I'm going to go... This will just give me more money. So we end up with generating more income just by having it just be a little free town. We have to protect it though, so it's not very well protected. Sign unit orders. Right. So these archers I was going to bring across just to help finish off the others. And again, we could actually this is a free town in here would actually be not bad as well. I might go and do that. So I'll get rid of that one. Yeah, I'll leave it until we start to get sort of high level units. He's only got 10 hit points. They're pretty weak. Coatls should attack this one. So we now get to see, well, just while we've got the alliance going, we can then see the trials and tribulations of our friend here. So they look like they're just humans. We've got a lot more units than what we've got. As you can see with the war that they're going to have, it's going to be yeah, it's going to be difficult for either one of them to expand. Okay, being saying, oh cow, saying correctly now. Somehow the issue that was preventing me from playing this is now resolved now. I think it was actually an issue with a very large modern displays and not with the card. Or we've still moved down to it. I play at 1080p just because I think it's the best one to do the live streams on. I did see when I was just looking at what I was going to play, I did have a quick look at the comments. I think someone did mention about the extra wide displays there was a problem with. So the Gremlins are going to be very, very powerful. That's not us. It's been smashed. Ah, there was a portal. We just saw a portal up there. Yeah, where the hell was that? It looked like it was in the middle of the map. They're usually along the bottom edges, so I was sort of hoping that we'd end up with a portal down near us. Let's have a look and see. So the Dreamers are directly above where we are now. There's a portal right there. Into an ice world. Well, we're not ready to go through portals yet, but it's interesting that that one's there. So hopefully we'll find one down close by here. So this one, we've got zombies, we've got more coatls. They didn't take on this guy here. What do they do? These have got the 15 missile and death attack. Quite expensive. These are advanced range fighters. Now it's plundered for a length of time, but I forget how long. Plundered. 6 turns remaining, and then yeah, I don't know whether to get rid of this city or keep it as one of these. I think I prefer to just keep the purity of what we've got. But there's some good stuff in around this. Yeah, I don't know if we can convert to our own city type with that.
I like the wind.
I'm putting that one there because this one can't attack it. You see, if we do attack it, it's going to cost me a lot. New titles at the top. Much immune to its shenanigans. The coatlatals, these are, yeah, it's the same up through there again as well. Again, very, very powerful. So sort of stay away from them. To a degree anyway. Get the shot here. No, we don't. Yeah, we do get a shot there.
Release. Aim.
Group's only got one more move. I won't bring that one in, I'll just leave that one where that is. Bring them across. So I'm just trying to keep everything alive if I can. Should be okay there. Actually, what have we got through here now? Oh, these are coatl ritualists. These ones do elemental magic and death magic. So our harpy is immune to missile magic. Actually, there we go. So it's missile magic that's that's what we're immune to. Yeah, melee we're not immune at all. And spirit we're not as well either. Life we are fairly well. Death we've now got pretty good protection against. Ah, I've got a giant turtle that's just now come in. This is going to be a bit more of a problem. So we need to spawn another unit back in here now. And really don't have anything that's very, very strong. Might just get a monstrous spider unit.
Best archers in the world.
Move this one back. Yeah, this is going to be a hard one. Just do what we can just to whittle it down. It's going to be a difficult fight. Level up the units. Now we've got the fleet of foot. We've got the first aid. We get another regeneration. Now we've already got minor regeneration here anyway. And School of this one deals extra death magic damage, but I'm going to go with regeneration just again for more survivability. Assign units. We're going to have a lot to deal with in through here, and I sort of feel that we must be close to something big. Like the fact that we're getting more and more powerful units in around here. It's quite interesting. So we'll keep this one here. Trouble there. I really don't want to be being smashed by these. These are so weak. And they're more scout units more than anything. Hopefully they'll be able to push back the Dremers. It's made it more difficult for us. Hi, Inkata Tick, how you going? Sorry, I've missed a lot of comments, I think, from... Oh, no, not too many. Yeah, player one saying, Warlock, what a blast from the past. Remember discovering this channel. One playthrough. Yeah, it was sort of, oh, damn it, they've made it through. And here they go. Let's just... Okay, we're still alive. Still alive. Still going. Okay, so we've now got a fair bit of... This is where the game does get quite hard all of a sudden.
Yes.
Somehow we have to move away from this thing. If it's got sight movement of 3, we're in trouble. No, it's sight of 2, that's okay. So we're now... You can't see this unit anymore. Very hard to there we go, that's good, we got there. Alright, so they've been able to hold off that particular fight. Okay, so Pesty Hall. Now we've got mana. We're sort of going more the mana way. We've got the Chateau de Louvre, which allows us to get the noble werewolves, which are very, very good. And I can afford that, so I'm going to grab one of those. start to get the werewolves. This unit has now leveled up, so again we can get experience, which I think I'll allow it to do that. This unit back in through the side here. We've got unit power 20%. I'll go that way.
Don't touch
Unit. Okay, this one here. We've got this one here has got healing aura, so it gives this one effect is applied to all neighbouring friendly units, which is great. It also can actually have one of plus 30 elemental magic resistance. But I'm thinking the healing aura, either one of these is really, really good. The resistance 30 elemental resistance also just keeps everyone protected. Both of these are so damn good. I think I'll go the healing because that's what it specialises in.
Ready to shoot something?
Let's move to cross. It's going to kill it. Please have a turn left over. Yes, we do. That's good.
Sproing!
We need to do some damage in here. Oh, that one can still move. Okay. I don't get an attack, but I can move off if I have to. I think I'll just keep it where it is. Again, it's still got too much damage. We'll use a spell. Just try to weaken it so that it can't actually... Oh, I didn't need to do that. Damn it. See, that's exactly what I didn't want to do. Well, now we do have to move off. Trying to find other ways. Can you move in? Yeah, you can. Alright, we'll move, just in case this is a, no, it's a permanent location, that's alright, we'll just move that one out of the way of the others. So they're spawning back up the top here again as well. We're still not seeing any other way through. This one's dead. Yeah, so we're going to lose these. Yeah, I've got 2 lots of those. I think I'd prefer to sacrifice these if I can help it. Why can't we move there? There we are. That's the edge of the map. Alright, so that's pretty much the end of what we have to then go and get rid of. If we can somehow keep these alive, that will be good. It's hard for them to kill their dreamers. Keep on seeing how they're going here. Oh, they've got this rabbit, this death rabbit. This is very, very powerful. Sort of like the rabbit from Monty Python. And the Holy Grail. Damn it. How did it see it? Right, we've kept our guys alive, which is good. What do we have here? We don't have any resistances here at all. There's a temple. We can loot that. Have a look and see what these have got. So these have got elemental magic of 12 and death magic of 6. Elemental protection and death magic protection. We've got a little bit. It's not fantastic. I was thinking of moving in there. I can move in and then move back out. We just stop the spawn of those locations. Can we lose too much ourselves?
Interesting.
Hardly any damage. Move those up. Now there's a settler moving in. I prefer them not to get too close to our territory.
Ready to shoot something?
Yeah, until we can take that one on. I think I'll just leave all that where that is. We'll move it down.
Release! Aim!
Let's go up a level. Looks like we've got a little bit of regeneration. Movement points would be good. Experience though, I'll go that way.
Ready to shoot something?
Get the extra power. And then these, I could move it up to there, but I don't think I will at this stage. I think I'll just leave it where it is. Just leave all them where they are. Click my way through these. God, it's strong, that rabbit. It's one of the heroes in the game.
Congratulations! You have successfully researched a new spell, my lord.
Illumination there. We've got healing there. Blooming water. We've got Shadow Bolt that we could now go and grab as well. This is always a good death magic one. Let's go and grab that one. Now, still can't change it. Still got 3 more turns remaining here. I'll just get some basic things. I'm really weak on. Not really. Doing pretty well across everything, really. I'll just grab a farm for now, though. I'm going to be getting rid of these things. One way or another. Here we go. So we can now get more pumpkin farms and pig farms and things, and fish farms as well. Put the fish through there. The fish will give me +8 food. Actually, this is all going to be food. Very, very much food driven. The pig farm is going to give me growth. Pumpkin farm as well. Alright, so we probably will end up going back more to farming more food here than anything else.
You point, we shoot.
Let's keep on doing damage to it. Right, I think I will actually blast it with a actual fireball this time. There we go. That's going to now start to do a lot of damage. Just wanted to get that one down a little bit.
Be careful.
Archers!
Okay, run out of
Para sama
movement.
Hold still.
There we go. And it's going to do too much damage to this guy. So I'll move that out of the way. And we'll just web this one. So I can't retaliate. It's now leveled up. I'll just get the resistances. Experience. Just keep that one back where it is. Move these up. Again, I wish it had the same stuff that Age of Wonders has got, where you can just bypass this if you're wanting to. Like, it's interesting for us to know what's going on, but we don't need to be looking at the whole thing. Oh, there's another. There's the other. There's the last one, actually. We'll clear out our end of the map. So Spellmere has been taken over by somebody else. Gate. Good. Now that one spawned from, could be anywhere out there. Okay, this one's now leveled up again. So adds action terror, experience per turn +4. Actually, I'll go with the experience again. Just try to get this thing up as leveled up as we possibly can. The rats. Now we have to go north. Oh no, we don't. We've still got these guys. Now hitting this one's going to hurt.
Sproing! Best archers in the world!
I need to get more archers down with this army.
Don't touch that.
That one will kill this one, so I'll finish this one off. Just start to do the damage against these as well. That's fine. Let's leave them where they are. Ah, Beacon's gifted a sub to Supreme Plague. There we go. Thank you very much for that one. We've got more gold down the back end there. I think I might create another couple of known settlers. Just keep that one where they do it. We're not moving very fast, but at least we've been secure. We do have to wipe these out as well. I'm hoping I can change this city. Let's keep it there. Pickle Father Nurgle saying this immediately strikes me as a mix between Master of Magic and Civ, and I don't know, didn't know I needed a game like that in my life until now. It's a it's an old game, but God, it's good. It's 75% off the base game, 50% off the DLCs, and if you're going to be playing with the Renaissance mod, which does improve the game a lot, you know, like a hell of a lot, then you need to get a fair few of the DLCs as well. So it's, and Began's also then gifted another sub to Boland. Okay, thank you very much for that one. Very, very much appreciated. So, assign this one, now this unit. I'm thinking I'm just going to keep everyone sort of where they are. If I open this one up, I can then just put them into sentry mode, which I think I'll just do with these units. I might bring this one down to join the army. Assign unit, okay. Again, I'll just press F there. I'll be wanting to swing north fairly soon, but just not quite ready for it. New units, here we go. So we now get noble werewolves. To the city. So these cost 195. They do have 5 upkeep for both food, which I can get one of them. Yeah, I could afford one of these. We've got Spirit Claws, Regeneration, and Beast. I'll get just one of them, I think. We'll end our turn. This sort of takes us into the mid-level. Striders now with the other group. Now they may also be in an alliance. We might have a look at this afterwards. So it's a Dremel Queen moving at the moment. Someone's back in amongst us. I'll finish off those. Let's get them out of the way. Alright, they got rid of those, so we can now sort of start to move up. clear out the top.
Archers!
And again, I don't really want to go into there just yet until we're ready. They'll keep on attacking this one for now, which is good for me. So back in the capital. Now we can go and get the foundry, which will give me +2 and give me masterwork armor, and we've got the ironworks as well, which will give me ironclad for the ships basically. So I'm thinking the foundry can get a pearl farm as well. Might do that now actually. Just get the money. It's now leveled up again. I can get sniper, unit power. Yep, we'll do that. And I'm just going to keep these back until we sort of need to move off. Assign units. So we'll move these through. So Growthy's saying, for whatever reason, I had always preferred the first game over 2. I really have to get back to this one. I remember at the time I was pretty much the same. I felt that actually Spellme is now just falling to the Dremers. Yeah, the first game, I think, like in terms of base games, I found the second game, I would rage quit a lot with the second game, just because of the way it was sort of so unbalanced. And whereas the first game I didn't feel that. Whereas, but with the Renaissance mod, that changed that for me. So now I much prefer the second game than the first. Now, do we want to join in the fight against the Dremers? The Dremers certainly are powerful, and you can see they're expanding quite rapidly. What have they got now? 6 cities. I don't think we're ready to go in there yet. Just keep them coming through.
Best archers in the world!
Those coming through as well. So we do a bit of an attack there. It's not going to do a hell of a lot of damage to these. Oh. Didn't consider the attack from the others.
Run!
Just get next to it so we can help to get these to come back up through as well. It's going to be more important to go after those.
Ready to shoot something? Sproing!
And we can then web this. Do that. Go and take that spawn. Oh, this is cool. This one allows us to get an extra city. So that's actually a nice one for us to get pretty early. Allows us to grow. I'm sort of thinking, like the Dremers are right here. We're not going to get to them. I would love to get this. It's the only one we've found so far on the map. Let's have a quick look at the diplomacy. Yes, we know everyone now. We've got the Dremers. We are at war with them. An alliance there. And peace there. Bridget Bones Tully. Let's see if she wants a non-aggression pact.
Don't touch that.
Okay, this one's now leveled up, so we can now get the resistance, the aura resistance aura through here, which I think I will grab that, which will then just help to protect anything that's next to it. That'll kill us off. That one through. Yeah, not looking for another benign, says Jord. Yes, they're struggling against the Dremers. Kingford, you know, they're already inside her territory there. That rabbit's almost dead, which is good. If I can kill that, it would be good. Spellmere has gone back to the Plain Striders. Now we do actually have, what I'd like to do is try to get like a road through here. So we have the Magic Bazaar. Different shrines we can go and build as well. The Colosseum. The upkeep's pretty high, but it's again something we could actually go and grab. Harbour. None of these are going to really help me that much. If I just go back to my building tree. So with the Magic Bazaar there, the Shaman's Guild, I think that would be good. That way we can get healers as well. And we can then start to move across to get the high level. Oh, that's inside the other territory. In that case, we'll throw it there. Good, this one's leveling up all the time. Movement points +2, that's actually very, very good. We'll grab that one. Just gives me a big, big boost of stuff that we can then go and do. Now we've got the attack there. I will allow that. Damn, I keep on forgetting about this. About this one being able to defend. Oops, spells, I won't worry about the spells.
Hold still!
Hunters! Release aim!
Good. Okay, we're now at the Lizard Temple. Let's just stop the Coatls from spawning. Okay, that's going to get rid of all of those. How are we going in this city now? Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Here we go. Freetown. Yeah, we can't convert it to our own type. And I think I'd prefer it to be our own type. So I'm going to leave it for a little while, but then we'll just remove it and then come back in with something else. So yeah, 2 more cities down this end would be good. Let's get these healed up. Oh yeah, we can't do it when we're next to something else. I'm just going to keep them where they are, just defend. Urgent news. Okay, so yep, so they've accepted. That's good. So we'll try to become an ally with them as well, just to sort of see where they are. Just to see whether we have to go back across to try to take on the Dremers. Vegan's saying I play much differently than you do. Prefers to play more correctly, but I want to keep track of so much going on. I use less units that are more powerful. Will it get there eventually? But we need to get pretty much into the holy grounds. So I'm sort of holding off, trying to get those sort of more powerful units. I think to take the Dremers on, we're going to need a lot more powerful. The spiders aren't as powerful as I thought they were. I thought they were going to be a bit of a... they're sort of low, mid-level. I said kill that rabbit off. I might check it out and see if I've got anything that can finish that one off. Jeez, going up to the capital now. Well, Anna is in a lot of trouble here. Still got 4 cities though. She should be back doing her own stuff. This rabbit. It's immune to melee, immune to missile. And it's got great protection against death and elemental. It's down to 9 hit points. I think I'm going to start to just help out here a little bit. It's only going to do 6. Or 7 we got. And I don't have another one. I've got the lesser fireball, but yeah, I don't have enough to be able to bring that one through. So we'll go to an actual fireball again.
Build, build, build!
And we now have our noble werewolves. So this is the first of the sort of mid-level group. In fact, we can afford another one of those. Let's go and do it.
At your service.
There's really not a lot down this way that we need to do anymore. I'm thinking of moving across, but I just don't know about the Dremers. We could go back to our capital and then just go straight across the water and try to pick up that other location. Could also just use this one as a scout now and have a bit more of a look around. Okay, this one down there with the sight range of 2. Okay, so these are all plane striders back in through here. Yeah, I think we move back after we finish this one off. That's done. Right, time to move back.
We shoot.
We're not powerful enough to take the Dremers on, even with the others. Oh, did she get the rabbit? I'm hoping so. Well, if everyone ganging up on it, it's not too bad. It's an independent city. Yeah, they're focusing on finishing off Anna. I do have the spell ready. Not that I've got anything to really use it with just yet. Krakens can't really do much. Okay, so we're sort of getting across. Not seeing where it's all sort of coming. Actually, that looks like we've just. That looks like it might be a portal. I think we just tweaked something there. These throw rocks, so we have to be careful of them. Oh, they've got cold breath. Sight range of 2. Yeah, spell ready. I don't think I'll bother using it, although we are at war with the Dremmer. I think she managed to kill off that rabbit, which is good going. It's a difficult one to use. Yeah, the Dremers can be a bit of a pain. Doesn't really matter where I place it, I don't think. Helped out a little bit. Now constructing buildings back in here. We do have a fish farm again for a lot more food. The pumpkin farm. Pumpkin. Grab the fish farm now. Did I not get a port? Oh, I've got a port there. I think what I need to do is build a carav. Forget what we need to do to get into the water. It's none of those. Yeah, I forget what we need to do. It may be that we just need to build a. I thought getting the port was enough. Actually, yeah, they can move in.
Build.
It's impassable. What if you have to go through your capital? Oh, we'll see what happens.
What now?
this one back.
You know a nice place for a city.
Bring all these back as well. I will be wanting this end as well, I think, although there's not a hell of a lot there, to be honest, anymore, so these can go in the water. These can as well. I'm a bit worried about moving them back. Oh, it seems to be pretty clean all the way through, so maybe we will do this. Actually, no, these guys move a long distance anyway. These don't, though. I think they move at 4 when they're in the ocean.
You point, we shoot. Ready to shoot something? Best archers in the world.
So they're still attacking. They've lost a lot of units. They should have that healer unit back there. It's only a kraken, but it's going to be difficult in the water, and we need to sort of get across this other side. Yeah, there's a kraken on the loose there. Let's move out of the way. Let's start to push these down a little bit. Should be able to get rid of that one.
Noble werewolves.
Get ready to go in. Yeah, I think I'm going to ditch this building now, actually. Give me one of these settlers. And again, I can just create a special city with this. So, thinking about what we do with this one. I might move it all the way down as well. Because I don't really want this one to be anything too tricky. Maybe we'll put it on the end of the of what where we are. Back down this way somewhere. Okay, we can now get Shaman as well. So the Shaman cost me a little bit more food. Yeah, I'll actually go and grab one of these as well. did pick this one up. Okay, got a little bit of better spawn. There's another lizard temple spawn location back over there. I've still got 3 more moves. One. Oh, there's another portal.
My lord, another world portal has been found.
Now these, I've got melee. And there's no other special things that they've got, so as long as I'm more than 2 away from these, 1, 2, I've got 2 more moves. I've somehow got to get past these, so I can move back out to there, which is then, these then don't get to see me, so I think I'll actually do that. Otherwise we take another hit from these guys. If I move to there, and at least I know what's coming this way, although ideally I want to be moving back across. Yeah, well actually I'll go this way. Alright, so I've got a portal in the corner there. Okay, they're fighting back here quite nicely. Go again, another spawn down that way.
A new spell has been researched, my lord.
Yeah, we're not going to be able to get around there easily.
Hunters! You point, we shoot. Release aim.
Yeah, the Planestriders can't set up temples to Grumgog, but I'll try to find something else useful for this one. Shadow Bolt. Choose research. Magic Eye. We do have these things as well. Protection of Night. This is not the one that we want. So we want the Summon Rats. No, not really. Actually, Blessing of Fertility. These are all the different gods that we can then start to sort of support. And I don't really want to be doing that just yet. I'll go with the Lesser Life Bolt. That can be quite useful depending on who we actually have.
There is something you can help me with.
Yeah, I'll take that. So we'll do that one. Enemy at the gate. So Dragon's Nest there. Take that. Heaps of mana. So I found another location here. What are these guys? Prospectors. forget which group that's from. There's some werewolves down that way. I'll avoid all of that. Don't really want them settling in my territory. They're fighting back. They're actually fighting back quite well. Hopefully we can settle before they do. Do post well sustain and settlers at the ready. It's interesting. Yeah, so we just got a random thing where we picked up a lot of stuff. Now, this one here, it can't go on and then form up. But I'm thinking, where do I want to be? If I go to there, I do get the Dwarven settlement. I get the gold, eventually. I get the Coadal village, and I get the pumpkins. 2, 3, and I eventually get that as well. I think that's the one. So next turn, we should then be able to settle there. That means that back in this way, we'll then just go and end up with another city on the edge here somewhere. And just maybe I'll just go next to the gold, and then we'll just go and claim a free city. Okay, this one here, we've got dodge, experience, we'll go that way. Another werewolves.
All for one, and one for all.
Bring these up. So we're going to need to get it in and around the other side here. Side units. We need to stay at least 2 away. Again, if this one levels, sight range 3 now. So it's actually leveled up, so it can now see 3. 1, 2, 3. So we're actually now at the limits. Alright, so we're seeing, dragon nests. This must be getting close to getting some pretty powerful things in through here. Sight range of 3. We've got 5 moves. 1, 2, 3. I can see all the way up to there. That's the bottom of the map there, I think. Yep. So that just extends down that way. There's only a kraken. Can't hurt us. Go around the dragon. I just don't want to have these wandering around a place just yet.
Build, build, build!
Now, what to do with these? I think we'll ultimately just bring them this other side. that's good. They're actually ganging up on the Dremels, which is working relatively effectively, actually. They're destroying a lot of their units. Go construct building. Now back in here. So we were trying to. Pesky Hall is the one that we are doing the shamans and all this other stuff. So if we have a quick look at the building tree, university would be good. The upkeep is expensive, but again, it's going to be important for us. Doesn't really matter where we put it. Offer. Yeah, I'll do this one. That way we can sort of see how big they actually are.
Nice.
So it's now leveled up. Let's go and get the sight range. That way we can see a lot more of what's coming up. These are dangerous. Still got 4 moves. Then we've got elementals back over there. 3 moves left. Elemental sight range of 3. It will see us, but 1, 2, 3, they can see me there. I'll take the hit. But gems, this is a nice little spot over through this other side. If this is close to where we are over here, you know, like the other way, it is actually, it is. Well, that's where we're going to have to head. All right, so we'll move this one back in. So that's actually pretty close. These are too powerful for these guys. Just leave them where they are.
Ready to shoot something?
Interesting.
Not quite enough.
You know a nice place for a city.
Now, this is what I wanted to make sure that when they moved in, they didn't have any more action points, but they're trying to now establish a city. So we need to make sure that we stop them. So I'm just going to go into here. This is the ideal location for me. So I've just got the edge 1 turn early enough.
We have
Plague
founded a new city.
There we are. This is good. And so this one here, we're going to end up with a lot of different things we're going to be able to build. So I'll just sort of start essentially farming. Sorry, food is still our biggest problem. Market would be okay, but yeah, I think we'll just go farm. And then ultimately the food here. So I will actually go back to my spells as well. And we'll do our fertile lands around this location, I think. Just so we can really sort of build up our food in around this other side. From here, they could still build up in that location up there. So I just want to go and just sort of stop anything from really coming across. There's gold there. So if I just move into here, then ultimately we can just build up another city there. Move these across. So we took a lot of damage, but we do regenerate quickly.
Build, build, build!
Cat, how you going? So remember, this game has funny voices. It does indeed. It's a good game. Very, very good game. See again with the qualification with the Renaissance mod. The Renaissance mod is everything in this game. Attacking in here, they sort of followed in from where we were before.
A new spell has been researched,
Okay,
my
so this
lord.
thing has now come down, which we weren't expecting to see.
Archers! You point, we shoot.
Para ça va?
And what's your sight range? 3. Didn't quite finish it off. I'll leave it where it is, and then we'll just finish it off next turn, research another spell. So we now can go across, I think, to the next levels with some of these. Reconstruction isn't too bad. No, I need one more here. No, 2 more here. Just go that way for now. Okay, it's Scrapberg. The Masterwork armor, I think I'll go that way. These are regenerating again. Okay, that's good. They've leveled up, and so they're spawning somewhere down in here. This one here, we've got the City Fighter, movement points, or resistance for melee. I think we'll go the resistance, because we do actually have the overall regeneration. We've got poison. There should be regeneration showing in here. I'll see it there. Oh, hang on, that's Rat Ruffians. That's a different one. It's this one here. Actually, was that Rat Ruffians that I just leveled up? I think it might be. These have got their own level ups. So we've got range, Pathfinder, or sharp teeth. We'll just go with extra melee. We've got resistance against melee and missile. Damage, elemental magic. I think I'll just go the mundane. Can select perks now as well in Elementalists. We don't actually do any elemental damage, so I don't need to do that with this one here. See that one where that is. It may draw these out, which would be good.
We have founded a new
So
city.
another city in through here. I'm just going to make this into a... We've got a gold mine that we could build in through here, but I'm just going to convert this one across to a free town. And just so we've got it claimed.
And from me,
Yeah, they're not attacking it, which is good. Elemental. This one here has got just a melee attack. There's a greater earth elemental, so not going to worry us. We are now getting a bit of a feel for you know, what's on the next in the next area that we've got. So we do want to expand into this area. Some skeletons back over this other side, more spider hatches. So we're quite close now to where we were. I actually don't even know if I want to be building anything else up this way. I don't think I do. I think I want these to now all come back the other way. They're doing great against the Dremor. I thought they were toast there a while back. They're coming down to try to take the portal. This is one that we ultimately could get our hands on. Not going to work against those giants, I don't think. Dremor Queen is going for it here. In one sense, I don't want anyone else to really break into those portals too early because I want them myself. God, this thing's still back.
best archers in the world.
Gran!
Got rid of that one. That's good. You know, if another one spawns, we have to start all over again. Okay, we've got the pumpkin farm, which I think I'll just get the standard old one. I mean, this one here does give me the blessing. The blessings are actually might be worthwhile. Actually, I might even do that one. Another offer.
There is something you can help me with.
Yep, we'll accept that. A trader has come. So, fire rat robe. Look, it's cheap, so I think I'll actually grab it. I'll buy that one. And if we then go back to our heroes, we do actually have... We've got this one here, the baton we can't make use of. We found that one, but I can put this one on. So we'll give that one to Lokagos. That way. It's now been locked down. Alright, that's good. That just stops that from spawning there. And we still can't get in around this area, so we have to go back the other way. This one's now spawned, but it can't really reach us other than going all the way around. Get the extra points, I think.
Best archers in the world.
Alright, what do we got here? Get the cover specialist.
Your call.
Then we have another healer. More turtles. There's where they're spawning from. The bears. There's magic fields there as well. So this will be, we want to get into here with another city. Alright, this is good stuff. You're seeing different areas back in around here now.
At your service.
These across. Also start to expand out this way now. We've got the full list, the full area now, which is good. And we at least Anna's now building back up again. I may still be able to form a city in the middle there, which I'm not too concerned about. As long as I get that nice central position. They're doing well now. Doing very, very well. Right, the gang's back together again as well. Take that. Well, no point really keeping these back here anymore, so we'll just move these off.
You point, we shoot. Best
I like the simple mechanic of being able to move through any building that you've built. This is something I always wanted for Gladius.
Ace.
Stop that from spawning. Yeah, there's lots of good stuff in here. Into caves as well. We will have to go and sort of get rid of all the turtles and things that are around this other side. these up. So range of 2. I'll just move this one back so we don't trigger it. End our turn. It's a shame we didn't find a portal near us. There's still one more in the world here somewhere. Gone. Yeah, the magic attacks are certainly working well.
The new spell research is complete.
Take the loot. Alright, so we've already got Barony Domain Management. We've picked that one up. Got lesser weakness, so I can now get full weakness, which is actually a useful one to get. But I'm thinking I want to get across into here to get things like public relations and stuff. So I need to get more from in here. That can be a useful little one. Let's run building at Plague Dell. So this one here, we're just going with more food at the stage. Build a granary back over here.
All for one, and one for all.
Get the graveyard out of the way. Element portal there. It's not an actual portal, but it's just elementals. So it's a long way off getting to that one as well. I actually feel that we're probably better off going north and seeing what else we can find up that way. So many turtles. We'll just keep it there. These aren't really going to be able to do much.
A nice place for a city.
Start to move these across as well.
Healing to death. You know, a nice place for a city.
Move these out. So we'll get a city in the around here somewhere. Maybe in here. Could potentially go there. 1, 2, 3. That would then give me the Minotaur Caves eventually. Got silver there. But these turtles, we have to get rid of these turtles. Just leave that one where that is. Turn. Time actually, guys. I've gone well over time, so I'm going to probably call it to a close here. It's a shame we didn't get into one of the portals. That would have been pretty cool. We didn't really take it to the Dremers. The Dremers have now got what? They've got six cities. I think the plague strike, these plane striders are going to get underneath here. It's a swamp world. The British forces are doing quite well. Yeah, so I think I'll call it to a quit here. Sorry, guys. It's one of these games that you just keep on wanting to play and play and play. Anyway, thanks for watching. And then saying I just joined the stream, and the colour palette immediately reminded me of Civ Beyond Earth. It's look, Civ came out after these games. There was a collection of games before Civ 5, and then Civ 5 came out, I think, just before this game, but the actual style had already been established well and truly years before that, with the style of games that these guys were putting together. So, yeah, sort of says, I don't know if Civ copied them, but they've always been accused of copying Civ, and they didn't. They were definitely first. So it's like with Elven Legacy. Anyway, guys, I'm going to leave it there. So thanks for watching. Yes, Began saying, is this on a harder than normal difficulty? Yes, it is. It was on challenging, so there's impossible beyond that, but challenging used to be about my level. I don't know how I'm going to actually. You get muscle memory with these sort of games, and so I feel like I'm sort of back to the way I used to play a little bit with it. Like we're fairly secure, which is one thing I always like to try to establish. And but the one thing we didn't get hold of was getting to the portal. I'm actually thinking that the portal that was up here would possibly be our best option now. But I wouldn't mind getting the dragon eggs from the other side, from wherever it was, back in here somewhere. Yeah, there's dragon eggs there. Which we could certainly, this looks like a very, very strong location for another city as well. So even if we don't get into the portals, we can still build up fairly strongly if we need to. Anyway, guys, I'm going to leave it there. There we go. So Orangutans, my first Steam game was The Secret of Monkey Island. Yeah, that was pretty cool. So yeah, it's interesting. So yeah, anyway, so I'll keep on going. So I'll leave it there, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow if you're around. Thanks for watching. Don't know what to play tomorrow. Sort of was almost going to play Xenonauts today, and then I saw Warlock just happened to grab my attention on my desktop, and I thought, I'll give that one a go. It's a good game though, great little game, this one. But again, you just need look at the Renaissance mod, see what you need to play the Renaissance mod. The game's not worth it without the Renaissance mod. It's actually a pretty average game without that, but with a Renaissance mod, it's an excellent game. Okay, I'll catch you guys later. Thanks for watching.